Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into the virtual world of PKXD.
That's right.
Something pretty interesting has happened. The character Nimda, well, he's a doctor now.
A doctor. Okay, that's unexpected.
Yeah, and our source for this is someone who actually saw it all happen in the game. So our mission today is basically to figure out, what this new doctor role is all about.
And maybe what it says about PKXD itself, how it's changing.
Exactly. So first reactions. Nimda as a doctor. It's a bit of a surprise, isn't it?
It really is. And what struck me was hearing it wasn't just Nimda. You've got Admin as a firefighter, Sky as a police officer.
Yeah.
It almost feels like they're forming some kind of special team.
A community support team, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it. Like they've suddenly got these, proper jobs within the world.
Mm-hmm. Real structure.
Okay, so let's talk about the hospital itself. Our observer mentioned it looks incredibly like a real one. Rooftop access, a helipad.
Yeah.
Even an ambulance.
Wow. Okay, so they went all out on the design.
Seems like it. What do you think that level of detail does for the game?
Well, it's got to be about immersion, right? If you make the environment look believable, really detailed, then accepting Nimda as a doctor becomes, I don't know, easier for the player.
Right. It sells the fantasy a bit more.
Definitely. It makes the role feel more legitimate within that space.
And sure enough, there he was, Nimda, apparently in doctor gear, right at the entrance, ready for duty.
Huh, okay. So he's embraced the role.
Totally. And inside, more realism, an emergency room set up, medical equipment scattered around. They even saw a prescription office.
A prescription office. Okay, the detail is impressive.
Yeah, in uniforms, masks,
Yeah.
emphasizing safety, professionalism. It's quite the setup.
Those visual cues are so important. The uniform alone tells you instantly. This is Dr. Nimda now. It's clear communication.
But it gets even more detailed. Beyond the usual stuff like waiting areas and patient rooms, there's a cafeteria.
In the hospital.
In the hospital. And get this, a vet clinic upstairs.
A vet clinic? Seriously? Wow, that's unexpected.
Right. So it's not just a basic hospital. It's like a whole medical complex. Why add all that extra stuff, do you think?
Maybe it's about making the world feel more complete, more interactive. It's not just about treating human avatars. It hints at a broader ecosystem within the game. Pets, maybe?
Could be. It definitely makes the place feel more alive, more than just a backdrop.
Yeah, less static.
So our observer actually saw Nimda working. The waiting room was apparently packed.
Oh, really? Busy day at the PKXD hospital.
Seems so. And there was mention of a kid crying, which adds this little touch of, realism, maybe urgency.
That's interesting. A crying child. It grounds it a bit, makes it relatable.
And then upstairs, the pediatric room was described as really colorful fun, which is such a contrast to the operating room.
Ah, the OR. How did that look?
High-tech. X-ray machines, monitors blinking, beds with IV drips. The works.
So they really differentiated the spaces. Fun for kids, serious tech for operations.
Exactly. And Nimda himself, he was apparently dealing with patients, minor injuries, giving what looked like shots.
So he's actually performing tasks, not just standing there.
Yeah, seemed quite efficient, actually. The impression was that he's, genuinely fulfilling the role. He seemed capable.
That's key. It means it's not just cosmetic. There's some kind of gameplay or interaction built around it, even if it's simple. It makes the whole doctor thing more engaging.
Definitely. So recapping here, Nimda's made this pretty surprising switch to being a doctor.
Yeah.
And he's doing it in this incredibly detailed, almost sprawling hospital environment within PKXD. Plus, other characters are taking on these professional roles, too.
It really feels like a significant update, a shift in how that world functions.
It does. And it leaves us with a final thought for you listening.
Right. What does introducing these kinds of defined professional roles, doctor, firefighter, police officer, within a game like PKXD actually suggest?
Yeah, what does it tell us about how players connect with these virtual worlds or find meaning in them?
Is it maybe mirroring some real-world aspirations, wanting to contribute, be part of a community structure?
Or is it more just a playful way to explore different jobs, different parts of society, but just, within the safety of a game?
It's definitely something to think about how these virtual experiences might reflect or maybe even influence how we see roles and functions in the real world.